San Diego State, who did this event for us for several years, then took a sabbatical and very, very kindly supplied us with somebody in the interim, and now is back.
Yes.
B and C.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ecology B and C, it's pretty much very straightforward. It's explained in the guidelines you have. It's a written exam, multiple choice, 15 minutes. You can work in teams of 1 or 2. Calculators are fine. There'll be a few calculations about population growth and equations. You don't need anything fancy for that. It's just a standard calculator. Piece of scratch paper is fine. Not allowed to bring notes. It has to be a blank piece of paper for them to work out problems if they wish to do that. There's no stations involved. It's just to come in, sit down, take a test with your partner, or if you choose to not have a partner, that's fine as well. This year, ecology is supposed to focus on grasslands and deserts, as it explains in the guidelines. And it says that 50% of the questions should be about those 2 biomes, and the other 50% about general ecological principles. So just as a few little hints, hints are good? Okay, then good. These are general ecological principles that everybody should be familiar with if they have studied ecology. Population growth models, very basic ones like exponential logistic growth. Aspects of diversity, biodiversity. Predator-prey interactions and competitive interactions, so basic species interactions would be definitely on the test, primarily because I study those things. I'm a little biased. Energy flow and nutrient cycling. I know Barbara talked earlier about having a little bit of that on her event, so that's going to be a little bit of overlap there. And one of the things emphasized in the guidelines is energy. They should be familiar with alternative energy. I'm not sure how alternative energy applies necessarily to this, but I interpret that as things like conservation principles applied to ecology. Climate change would be the big one in the news today, so perhaps a couple of questions on climate change and its potential effects on ecosystems. So these are more like reasoning questions, not memorization, but can you reason out, based on your knowledge of ecology, what climate change might do to a particular system or type of organism. And then for grasslands and deserts, one thing that seems very logical to emphasize would be adaptations, particularly in desert ecosystems. How do animals and plants and other organisms in that area deal with a harsh environment? Same might apply to grasslands. Also, given that we live in San Diego, I think it's appropriate they know something about fire ecology. So there'll be a couple of questions about fire ecology because we have so many fires here. And then, let's see, definitely some questions about trophic structure, both for general principles as well, but particularly about deserts and grasslands. So no into the particulars about those ecosystems.
Great. That's enough.
And one more thing is that B and C are essentially the same thing, but B, being the younger kids, right, is a little bit easier than C. I generally ask, a few real easy questions. Most are in the middle, challenging questions, and a few are really tough college-level questions. It's not the same exam. That's what you want me to say. And it's not the same exam.
Thank you. You're good.